Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge, adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. No huddle offense to the line. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. The give out of the gun. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season, in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good...
Oh, look out! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. BYU right back to the line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Woollyhead.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. A designed run for the quarterback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Cougars need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. BYU coming to the line with first and 10.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
That last incompletion leaves them with second and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll bring it back. It's Butler. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
BYU lines up quickly. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They stop him. They'll turn it over on down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll leave it with him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
BYU 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go right back to it. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. BYU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. From his end zone, he'll go up top.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. Now on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Easy completion on the shuffle. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dances away to buy time. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Coming after, and that ball's free behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On second down, looking to throw. Fires left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Movement here from the tight end. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Going up top on first down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Quickly out to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On second down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Notre Dame right back to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll throw it on first down. Steps away. Sails one into the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. BYU lines up quickly.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. And brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
He wants to throw it again. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Pocket starts to collapse. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using the quick game. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, BYU 10, Notre Dame 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to the air one more time. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball was not picked. You have to be so careful. If you're throwing to the perimeter of the field into double coverage, you better be sure your guy's open, and you better be sure it's an accurate throw. Lucky that one wasn't a pick six.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, the field goal here would be nice on fourth down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on fourth and short.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. We are all tied up here in the fourth.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating an offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Keep it on the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
Here's the handoff. After 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. No, he just flat ran over it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 18.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 17 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
A third and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense uses the timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The Cougars will have it first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. And it's good. He nailed it. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played tonight.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's